Doggies, saddle up the horses. We're going on a cattle drive because today we're talking about Lonesome Dove. That's right. Stars Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, Danny Glover, and many other great actors. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back. Happy Fri-Yay. That's right, it's Fri-Yay. It's the end of the work week, and we are talking about something fantastic today. Movies, specifically a miniseries from 89. It's 6 hours long and worth every single minute. If you like Westerns, if you like cowboys, and Indians, and horses and cattle, etc., then you need to watch it. And we're going to talk all about it. How's everybody doing? Is the new year treating you okay? I hope so. I really do. I've lost some weight. I know. I'm still fat. It's okay. I'm working on it. This year is gonna be my year. Maybe I'll get rid of an entire person. Who knows? Uh, if you've seen this, or if you haven't, or if you plan on seeing it, however you feel about it, let me know in the comments down below. I personally love this movie. I'm going to call it a movie the whole time. All right. It's 4 episodes, hour and a half each one, but it's going to be all right. Lonesome Dove. You can pick this up cheap on DVD, and I would advise you do that. Even though you can watch it on streaming, Peacock has it. It's going to be all right. But it's got Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Duvall, Danny Glover, Diane Lane, Robert Urich, Frederick Forrest, Rick Schroeder, Angelica Houston. Everybody's in this, and it is a delight. Let's take a look at it. So, Lonesome Dove, TV miniseries, 1989, TV 14, 1 hour and 30 minutes per episode. There are 4. 2 former Texas Rangers renew their spirit of adventure as they and several other residents of a small Texas town join a cattle drive to the Montana Territory. I've already told you who it stars. Let's talk about this horrible synopsis. All right. So the fact is, this whole show is about 2 old men who were Texas Rangers and quite famous ones at that. And as it stands now, they live in a place called Lonesome Dove. It's right across the river from the Mexican border. And they, to get money, other than working on their little ranch, they go to Mexico in the middle of the night and they steal cows. That's right. Cow thieves. As long as it's not horses, it's perfectly fine. And the funny thing is there's a bad guy in Mexico that he every night comes to America and steals cows as well. And they end up passing each other a lot of the times, right? In this time period that this would have taken place in, it would have been relatively normal to be taking cows from Mexico and bringing them over here and then selling them or whatever. Either way, they end up deciding that they're going to take this herd of cattle 2,500 miles to Montana, where they've been told that nobody lives there. It's just empty grazing land, beautiful country. And this whole miniseries is about that journey. And that you meet many characters, and the stakes are high. Many of the people you meet in the beginning of this first 2 episodes won't be around by the last one. So you never know as you're watching this who's going to live, who's going to die. That's just the way it is. These are not necessarily good men. These are just men. And it makes the storytelling that much better. Now, the book, I have the audio book, and it's 35 hours long. This is a huge book. So the fact that they've gotten a respectable abridged version and knocked it down to 6 hours is pretty fantastic because the miniseries is wonderful. There is so much about it. These characters you meet and that you follow, some good people, some bad people, And there's so much to this story. It's amazing. I've always had a thing for Westerns. I know I don't look like it, but I used to like race horses and whatnot on a farm in rodeos. Right? I've ridden a bull. This is my actual hat. Granted, I dress a bit different now. I'm old and fat and look different and haven't been near a horse in forever, but I do love a good Western. Unforgiven, Open Range, Silverado. My friends, the Western story is a unique, completely American experience that, when done right, is a delight. And when done wrong, is horrific. This happens to be done right. Robert Duvall and Tommy Lee Jones, as the two main characters, Augustus and Captain Call, they are the glue that holds us together in a brotherhood, like their friendship. They despise each other. They mess with each other the whole time, talk crap to each other, but they love each other. They are brothers, if you will, friends, best friends. And they would do anything for each other. They would die for each other. But they're also very old and cranky. And you basically have Augustus, Robert Duvall's character, is a dreamer, a huge dreamer. He's always like, his favorite thing is to get out of work, like to be lazy. And then you have Tommy Lee Jones, who is by the book. He wants it to, like, if you work for him, you'll do what he says. No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions. He's a straight shooter. So they're opposites. And as the story progresses, that changes somewhat the dynamic, and it makes the movie even better, and the story as well. So this is probably one of the top 10 Westerns over the last 30, 40 years, as far as great storytelling, great characters, and well thought out. Like the way they designed the miniseries, it works really nicely. There's so much to unpack. It's insane. So if you haven't watched it, I completely think you should. All right. Especially if you love Westerns. If you've never seen it, go to your local library, and I'm sure they have a copy to rent. If they don't, get a new library. All right. Squeaky's back. I'm super excited about that. We're getting back to work. This is the new year, new us, right? All right. We got to go. We're going to start our weekend early. I know, right? Not like we've had a vacation recently. You guys have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday talking about something fantastic. You can be for sure. Tell me what you think about this movie in the comments. All right, let's have a conversation about it. For Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat hillbilly nerd, we will see you then.